Good morning. Thanks so much for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus on your Saturday of a holiday weekend. Hope your day's off to a great start and you're able to enjoy some time with family and friends this weekend. I'm Megan Packer here to update you on what's making news, and we'll check in with First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams in just a moment because obviously you've got questions about the forecast. I know you're trying to get outside and make those plans, so we've got you covered this weekend. But we are on top of some breaking news in Atlanta this morning, so let's get right to this video from Southwest Atlanta, where there is a double shooting investigation. We know one person was killed, another person is injured after that shooting at an apartment complex on Allison Court. Still waiting for more details to come in from Atlanta police about this, but we can tell you that neighbors saw the man who was injured in the shooting shot. They saw him get to a bus stop down the road. He managed to walk a few blocks. Medics were able to tend to him. They took him to the hospital by ambulance. Witnesses also say that they saw a man being taken into custody, but details of what that is about are not clear at this time. So we are working to learn more from Atlanta police. Are they looking for a shooter right now? Is somebody under arrest? And of course, more about the person who died. So this is happening on Allison Court. We have our crew out there right now, so stay with us throughout the day. And as we learn more from Atlanta police, we will certainly keep you updated on that. A 4th of July celebration turned violent when a woman was shot at a 4th of July party. You can see the aftermath here at this scene. The yellow tape was up. The bounce houses that the kids had been playing on are just there on the ground, deflated. This happened just around 6 o'clock last night at the Commons Apartments on Middleton Road near MLK Drive. Officers and the crime scene tape were out there. Atlanta police say the woman was alert and breathing when officers found her, but they have not shared her condition since then, and they have not shared an update about if anybody's in custody for that 4th of July party shooting. And how about this? Working to learn more about this and how everyone's doing right now after 7 people were burned when a boat exploded at Lake Lanier yesterday. 5-foot flames were seen on that boat near Margaritaville. The Department of Natural Resources says the boat was being towed at the time when it exploded, and the tow driver rescued the 7 people. We are talking about adults and children who are all injured, ranging in ages from 5 to 45. A lot of viewer video here capturing just that dark smoke billowing up into the sky. We saw a moment ago the victims being carried off the boat with burns. Your heart breaks for them. So we're hoping everybody's okay, and again, hoping to learn a little bit more about this today as well. And in Dunwoody, a woman was taken to the hospital after she was hit by a truck during the Dunwoody 4th of July parade. Police say she was hit by a truck when there was a driver switch. Someone was jumping out of the car. A new driver was getting in behind the wheel, and the new driver mistakenly hit the gas and then slammed on the brakes. Police say a trailer also broke off of the truck, and several children on the trailer were hurt, but everybody is expected to be okay. There is a new sports bar that just opened in the Kirkwood neighborhood of Atlanta, and it is dedicated to women's sports. It's called Jolene, and they are up and running now. The owner says the bar is in response to how popular women's teams are, like the professional basketball team, the Atlanta Dream, and we've got the pro volleyball team, Atlanta Vibe. So you can go there. Those games are on the TVs. You can see they had an awesome opening. Jolene is open Wednesday to Sunday in Kirkwood. If you are looking to go out and about today, the weather is looking fantastic. Another hot July day, but hey, no storms. We'll take it, right? So let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams to talk a little bit about what we can expect for the second half of our holiday weekend. And so far, so good, Isaac. People are, we know, going to be on the water today. The cookouts will continue. So how's everything looking for everybody?
Yeah, Megan, it's looking pretty good, feeling good too. We have the more festivities going on today, more celebrations going on today, as Megan mentioned, and we've got some really great weather. A few clouds already developing out there you can see on our tower camera here, but overall a mostly sunny day is in store for this Saturday. Let's get you right over to the forecast. Here is a look at mostly sunny afternoon at 93 degrees at 3 p.m., 89 degrees at 6 p.m., and then into the evening. slow drop in those temperatures into the middle 70s after midnight. If you have any grilling plans today, pool plans today, anything outside, you should be good to go. Now, yesterday we did have a little bit of a surprise summer storm or two up in the Georgia mountains between Blue Ridge, Blairsville, and into Clay County, North Carolina, but we do not expect that today. But if we do see a random brief shower, it would be in the mountains. Those mountains always adding a little extra lift to the atmosphere. Tomorrow, for early July, we're calling it gorgeous again because the humidity is basically at a minimum, which is good news. 94 degrees is not going to feel any hotter than that. We're still expecting dry weather to hold through Sunday. So this long holiday weekend is shaping up to be on the dry side. Now, in the tropics, we've got some action here over the last few hours. We've had Tropical Storm Chantal form. This was classified a tropical storm as of the 8 o'clock advisory this morning from the Hurricane Center. The latest numbers from the 11 o'clock advisory just in. It's even slower than it was at 8 a.m., and the movement is at 1 mile per hour, so it's stationary in the western Atlantic. The winds are 40 miles per hour, so it's just barely a tropical storm. But you can see the presentation here on the east side of the circulation is a little bit better. We have some thunderstorms refiring here on the east side of the circulation and may cause a little bit of strengthening over the next 24 hours. But the good news is that notice the dry west side of the system, the closer to the Georgia coastline, there's hardly anything happening. So that's some good news, but sight set on Charleston and Myrtle Beach and then toward Wilmington, North Carolina, and then inland into North Carolina as well as some impacts there. So the latest track here from the Hurricane Center brings it up to a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm as of 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't expect much more strengthening. The good news here is that the environment just simply is not favorable for rapid intensification, and so this should be a what we'll call medium tropical storm at its landfall just east of Charleston between there and Myrtle Beach tomorrow morning. And then, of course, a pretty rapid weakening is expected as it moves inland across upper South Carolina and then turns into eastern North Carolina between Cape Hatteras and Raleigh, North Carolina here. So that's kind of the latest here on what we're watching. So for the track or the future cast and kind of what the radar is going to look like here, we'll get to that in a second. Here's a view of the radar across the southeast. So we have Tropical Storm Chantal in the western Atlantic, of course, all eyes there. And then just on the edge of the screen there, Texas being hit very hard with heavy rain and flooding over the last 24 hours, just north and west of Austin, Texas. So we'll be following developments there. Looks like some more rain could be affecting those areas today. But for us here, our sights are set on Chantal's track and what it's going to look like here going forward. So Futurecast obviously paints the worst weather on the northeast side of the system. Typically, we have dry weather on the west side, which is where we are here in North Georgia. So we're going to have kind of a northeast wind coming off the upstate of South Carolina area today. So it's going to be very pleasant. That breeze should help the feel to the air out quite a bit, while the worst of the weather here stays to the northeast side. So notice from Myrtle Beach to Wilmington and then pushing northward Sunday morning. Some of that heavier rainfall is going to continue there. And then ultimately through Sunday afternoon, the system is going to generally weaken as it moves into eastern North Carolina Sunday night and Monday. Here's a look here at some flash flood potential for North Carolina and coastal South Carolina potentially. Anywhere you see the purple color there, that's 6+ inches of rain that could fall, and this is tropical in nature, so definitely we'll be keeping tabs on that. Notice here on North Georgia, barely anything registering because, again, we're expecting things to stay nice and dry here over the next about 4 days or so. Speaking of which, here is a look at the 7-day forecast. So dry weather through Monday. Tuesday, just a 20% chance at a shower. I think most of us will be dry. The other thing to notice is that it will get a little bit hotter, 96 Monday and Tuesday, but we're still not going to tack on much humidity there. We'll still be on kind of the west side of the dying circulation of Chantal at this point in the North Carolina region. So it's not until about Wednesday that's when we're going to see the return of the humidity and the summer storms. So scattered showers and storms back in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, highs scaling back a few degrees into the lower 90s, around 93, which is where we'll be today. But by next Thursday and Friday, we'll have humidity, so it's likely to feel a bit hotter than that. So if you like the hot, relatively dry weather, we've got some good news for you through the holiday weekend and even into Monday of next week before those scattered summer storms return. Wednesday through Friday, and that pattern may hold into the next weekend. Of course, next Saturday and Sunday. That's something that we'll continue to keep tabs on. We'll also have the latest throughout the next day or so on Chantal and whatever happens there as the system gets closer to the Carolina coastline. And of course, your local weather updates can be found inside the Atlanta News First Alerts weather app.
30 a.m. on ANF Plus. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.